Staying focused. We live in a VUCA world, where our environment is very volatile, uncertain, complex and ambiguous. As such, the problems, issues, and challenges we face become more ill-defined, unstructured, non-routine, rare, with competing and contradictory demands. If anything, the big challenges of our time are anything but simple. They require a new way of thinking about them if we are to better deal with them. In fact, most of our toughest problems remain unsolved because we end up resorting to our past habitual attempts without being open to otherness, other forms of reasoning, other forms of logic, other forms of explanations and other ways of knowing. Because the world is complicated, the focused framework is designed to help complicate our understanding in positive ways and in the process, help open up the alternatives to our predicaments. What is focused? The focused framework was invented in 2009, where we surveyed 400+ business students and faculty on a burning question. What is one thing our students need to do, and if they did that one thing, it would take their learning to a higher level? The key findings culminated in the importance of the staying focused philosophy, where each letter represents a critical competency that is much sought after in the real world today. F stands for bringing fresh perspectives. O stands for thinking, feeling and acting like an owner or a manager. C stands for showing connected thinking. U stands for having a sense of urgency. S stands for showing team spirit. E stands for always engaged. D stands for exercising deliberate practice. In 2012 we operationalized this framework through the 8 of 7 dice to give a touch and feel of the philosophy. Since that time, we have scientifically validated the framework by surveying over 220 senior managers, conducted over 100 card sorting exercise, and conducted clinical psychological interviews with strategy students about its usefulness in helping open up the alternatives to their toughest challenges. We also successfully completed a 13-week experimental design where we introduced the focused framework to one group of participants, which was the experimental group, and no focused intervention to a second group, which was the control group. All other conditions between the two groups remained the same. Results of clinical psychology interviews with each group in week 3 and again in week 12 showed that the group using the focused framework increased their capacity to be more cognitively complex as compared to those participants without the framework. Why is it important? The staying focused philosophy is a strategic thinking framework designed to help prepare the next generation of thought leaders for a complicated world. It is a tool designed to help you open up the alternatives to unsolved problems, issues and challenges. It is not just about problem solving but also problem setting. It is more than just a thinking tool, but very much about your thinking, feeling and acting. And it is not just about creativity, as it is more than that. By using this framework, you will learn better, learn faster and learn more than you are used to. What started off as a simple and fun teaching innovation to help take students' learning to the next level, is now being used by mainstream researchers, doctoral students and senior executives, to help them open up the alternatives to unsolved problems, issues and challenges. Exercise. How to practice and apply it? First, think of an unsolved problem, issue or challenge you are currently facing. Then roll all 7 focused dice and pick them up one by one, reading each of the 7 statements, prompts or questions facing up to help stimulate deeper discussions about the issue. The statements printed on the dice will allow you to see things differently, so that you can see different things.